Hi everybody, and welcome to Squirrel Pie Productions, my podcast about knitting, spinning, and sewing. My name is Tommi, and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Dynamite Trujillo. Welcome to episode 30 of my podcast. I am so happy you're here with me today. Welcome to any new viewers, and welcome back to any returning viewers. I am so happy you're here. I appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoy the episode. So today is a really nice, foggy, overcast Friday in July here on the Northern California coast where I'm coming to you from. We do have a Ravelry group for this podcast, so go check that out if you would like to. It's where you will find show notes for this episode and all previous episodes. It's also where you'll find giveaways and knit-alongs and other fun threads, so go check that out. I do have knit-along stuff and giveaway stuff to talk about today, so I'm super excited about that. We have a knit-along going on right now. It's the Brioche knit-along, and there's a chatter thread and an FO thread in the Ravelry group for Squirrel Pie Productions, and check it out. It's running for another week or so, I think, so there's still time to get your FOs in. Anything with brioche in it qualifies, and there's some really awesome prizes. So check that out. I hope you're knitting brioche. I hope you're loving it. I am. I, of course, love brioche. So if you want to get in on that knit along, go check that out. There's also a giveaway that I want to talk about right now. I'm so excited. So the lovely Liz from Colorful Eclectic messaged me and asked me if she could send me one of her drop spindles. Now she's got a hand-dyed yarn and fiber company on the internet, which I will link to in the show notes, colorfuleclectic.com, and her stuff is really, really beautiful, and she used to make and sell drop spindles with her dad, and she doesn't anymore, but she had a couple laying around and asked if she could send me a couple, one to keep and one to give away, and I am just so honored and touched to have one of these. They are so beautiful. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to give away now, and then later in the spinning segment I'll show you the one that I'm keeping because I've already started using it. So this is the one that I will be giving away this week, and this is so beautiful. So her drop spindle company with her dad was called Pigtails Spindles, and unfortunately, they are no longer making spindles. So this one and the one that I've got, I think we're going to have some of the last ones because she doesn't sell them anymore. So this is super special. This one is made out of red cedar, maple, and birch. And it's just gorgeous. It's so well made and beautiful, and I love it. Now she does still sell her yarn and fiber, and she also sent some fiber to give away with the spindle. And this is what I'll be giving away. So this is Mighty Powerful, I believe that's the colorway name. And this is Superwash BFL, which is a fiber I love to spin. And this is really beautiful, deep reds and blacks and grays. And I'm just so in love with it, you guys. So spinners out there and wannabe spinners, this is a really good way to get started. Check out the Ravelry group. I'm going to open a thread with a prompt for you to answer, and just enter the giveaway there. I will draw for prizes for next week's episode, and whoever I randomly draw will win this beautiful mess of goodness. So thank you so much, Liz. I really appreciate this donation. It's gorgeous and it's special, and I love it. And whoever wins is going to love it too, I'm sure, because this is amazing. Now, like I said, she has got the Colorful Eclectic shop. There's some really beautiful yarn in her shop right now, and she has so generously given us a coupon code for you to use. So go check out her shop. If you like anything that you see, use the coupon code SP10. SP10 for 10% off anything in her shop. So thank you so much, Liz. I appreciate it, and I'm sure whoever uses the coupon code is going to appreciate it too. And I cannot wait to give that away because it is gorgeous. And I can't wait to show you what I've been spinning on my drop spindle that she gave me, but that'll have to wait till later. So Okay, we've got an awesome knit-along. We've got an awesome giveaway. Super excited. And now we are going to move on to what I'm wearing. So you guys haven't seen this before. This is a dress that I made last year. I made it last year. This is the Anna dress by Hand London. And of course, I was inspired by Kristen of Yarngasm because she has made a bunch of these, and I think a bunch of other people have because of her too. She is why I made this dress. And this is my second version. I bought it last year, the pattern. And I made one version out of some thrift store fabric, and it was kind of a practice run. And then I made this version last Halloween as my Halloween costume. And I haven't worn it since then. After this second version, I realized that this pattern isn't for me. It doesn't fit my body well. And I'll talk about that in a second, but I'm going to stand up right now and show you what it looks like. So this is it. It's got these, I don't know what kind of sleeves these are called, but I really like them. Cap sleeves maybe? I don't know. But it's got these gathers right here, which is why I don't like it. Why I think it doesn't fit me. I don't think that really goes with my body type that well. But I do love the skirt. The skirt is like my favorite part of this dress. So I may frankenpiece this with another bodice sometime. If I could keep the skirt and the sleeves and the neckline and do a different bust style, I think I would really like it. Because this dress is really amazing and it fits great. But this gathered bust style just doesn't suit me, in my opinion. I can't really fill it out. So, and I did do, I followed the pattern to the T in the first version that I made. This version I did do a small bust adjustment, which there's a really good tutorial for that by Hand London does themselves for specifically this dress. So I was really excited when I first heard about that. But even with that small bust adjustment, it does not fit. I mean, it technically fits. I just don't think it looks very good on me. So, I don't know. I feel like that looks weird. Anyway, let's stop looking at my boobs now. So, I don't ever wear this dress. Squirtle! Yes. Anyway, I don't ever wear this dress because I don't like the way it fits right here. And I never wear the first one that I made also because, like, good. Squirrel's here causing a ruckus. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's get this. Let's get this out of here because that's going to be annoying. So the first version of this dress that I made, I never wore either because it's even bigger in this area and I like don't even come close to filling it out. So it just looks weird and baggy and they just don't fit right. So I don't have any plans of making another Anna dress because of the way the bust is. But I do really love the sleeves and the skirt on it. So I don't know. We'll see. I've thought about like if I was good enough at sewing and at drafting patterns, I could do like darts instead of the gathers. But I don't know. But anyway, I thought I'd throw it on today because it'd be fun to wear. It still hangs in my closet, so you know, you gotta put it on every once in a while and wear what you've made, even if it doesn't fit that great. So I'm wearing it today. And I said that I made this for a Halloween costume last year. This last Halloween, I dressed up as something I've wanted to dress up as for a really long time. I had this idea like, I don't know, years and years ago, and I've never done it because I've never had the right black dress. But I made this one last year so that I could do it, and I was a lady with spiders all over her. That was my costume. So I made this black dress and I bought that fake spider web stuff that you can buy around Halloween time that's really like stretchy and floofy and stuff. And I just took that and I wrapped it all around me and I spread it all over my dress and all over my black tights that I wore. And I wore like big old black high heels. And then I bought a bag of plastic spiders and I stuck them all over the spider webs. and they just stay on. And so I had them all over me, all up my legs. It was awesome. And I had a big rubber sparkly spider that was like this big, and I pinned it right here. I think that's it. I may have had some kind of headgear too, I can't remember. But that was my Halloween costume last year, and that's why I made this dress, and it was perfect for that. It was perfect. So anyway, that's what I'm wearing, the Anna dress by Hand London. It's a fantastic pattern. I'm just not busty enough to fill it out, so there you go. On to FOs. I have the most exciting FO in the whole entire world, and it is right here. Here it is, you guys. I finished my Oracle shawl. So this was a test knit that I did for Kristen of the Yarngasm podcast. She wrote the Oracle shawl pattern, and I was one of her test knitters, and it's done, and it's gorgeous, and I love it so much. That's half of it. Here's the whole thing. Can you see it? Can you see it? You probably. Look at that. Oh my god. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. So this is a gigantic pie shawl. This is a 3 skein shawl that is being released August 1st, which is this next Tuesday, and I'm so excited for you guys. I hope you get the pattern and knit it because it was so much fun. And I got to see the finished pattern and what it's going to look like, the PDF download. And I saw it this morning for the first time, and it is so gorgeous. Oh my god, I love it. The pattern itself, just the PDF, is beautiful. So, seriously, you want to get that pattern and knit this because it's amazing. So this is made out of wool and vine yarns in 3 different colorways in the Nouveau base. This is what I had left over. So my color A was Fig Bash. My color B was Prickly Pear. And my color C was Last Unicorn. And, oh, I love it so much. I really love how it came out. So, oh my god, I love it. So this is a pie shawl. It's made with brioche and lace alternating sections. And it's got an I-cord bind off in a color that contrasts to the color before it. And I think it's gorgeous. I love I-cord bind offs so much. I think they're beautiful. And let's see if I can give you a little bit of a view of it. So that's it. And I really love this last lace section. Oh, it's so beautiful. So, I love it. I hope you guys do too. I hope you knit this pattern because it's amazing. Now it is a pie shawl, which is a little bit different maybe than the standard shawl shape. It's a big circle, and I've been having so much fun experimenting with how to wear this thing, and I love it. So kind of, I feel like an easy standard way to wear it is to fold it in half, and then you have a half pie shawl. What do you call it? So it's a half pie shawl or a circular, half circle, semicircular, circular, I don't know. But this is a pretty standard shawl shape, I feel like. So, you know, you can wear it around your neck like this, you know, all bib style. Or you can wear it around your shoulders like that. My favorite way to wear it right now, though, is taking it kind of this far of the way up, like that, and then wrapping it around this way so that you have kind of like a collar up here, and wearing it like that. So I've been sitting around in my dining room in the mornings wearing it like this with the door open behind me. Oh, and I love it so much. But with the circular shawl, I kind of feel like the best way to wear it is just kind of like however you throw it on yourself. Like super messy. I feel like, I don't know. I always just think of Stevie Nicks when I think about circular shawls just thrown on however they land on you. Kind of gypsy, kind of Stevie, you know? So there are like a bunch of ways to wear this thing. It's really big, so there's a bunch of ways you can manipulate it, and I just love it so much. So check out that pattern. It's going to be released on August 1st. It's the Oracle Shawl by Kristen of Yarngasm and Volenvine, and it's just an amazing pattern. It was so fun to knit. It was really simple to follow, really easy. It's brioche and lace and increases, and like that's it. And I just think pie shawls are so much fun because they're around and around and around. They're kind of like next level sock dumb. That doesn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. Knitting in the round is just the best, I think. So yeah, I love it. That's it. Check it out. The pattern itself is so gorgeous. Oh my god. I love it. Oh my god. It's beautiful. She's like a formatting genius or something. So, oh, look at it. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm just gonna keep playing with it. Oracle Shawl. Do it. Takes 3 skeins of yarn. You can do 3 different colors or all one color or whatever you want. And it's awesome. This was my Brioche Middle project for a while because it's got these awesome sections of brioche, which are so fun to knit. Okay, on to works in progress. God, I have so much stuff on me. The first project that I've been working on this week are my Taunus socks, which are living in my Sugar Tots fox bag. These are my Taunus socks, and this is a pattern by Becky Sorensen of the Stringing It Together podcast. Becky was in New York recently, or is in New York, I don't know. But I saw a picture on Instagram of her in New York hanging out with Kristen of Yarngasm and Jacqueline of the Brooklyn Knit Folk podcast and Gabby of Once Upon a Corgi, and I was so jealous. That looked like so much fun. Oh my god. Anyway, these are the socks that I am knitting from her pattern, the Taunus socks, and I love them. So this was the first one. I've got it totally done. I did a German twisted cast on, which is what she calls for in the pattern. I love that cast on. I did a 1x1 ribbing instead of a twisted rib, which she calls for because I don't like twisted rib. And this is the pattern itself, and I think it's gorgeous. And I did a different toe than what's called for. I can't remember what kind of toe she calls for, but I did my standard rounded toe with the Kitchener finish. And I did do her heel that she includes with this pattern, which is the New Depths heel. And this is a short row heel with a gusset. And it fits really nicely. I really like how these fit. The yarn that I'm using is Space Cadet yarns in the Azara base in the gentle colorway. And this is what it looks like. It is a super pale pink. And it's got these kind of shots of bluish, greenish kind of color throughout it. It's kind of like a dingy green blue color. And it's like so sparse that like I can't find any right now. But it's there sometimes. And I love it. So I've got one done. And this is the second one. I am knitting these on a size 1 Haya Haya. These are my regular Haya Hayas, not the sharps. And I did the cuff on a size 0, like I normally do. So that's what the second one is looking like. I have got my Lost and Fond Sheepy Progress Keeper on here. And these are so awesome. I love them. I really, really like this yarn. It's my first time using Space Cadet yarns. This is a skein I've had in my stash for a long time, and I finally broke into it. And this is just a great pattern. I love it. It's super easy and intuitive, and the new heel that she's got with it is really, really nice. So I've been working away on those, and I just freaking seriously love this bag so much. Oh my god. I love it. And my next project is my other Brioche Knit Along project. I started this project when I started the Brioche Knit Along, and then I started working on the Oracle shawl, and I put it down for a while because, like, I've learned about myself, I like can't work on two shawls at the same time. So as soon as I finished my Oracle shawl, I picked this right back up, and I'm super excited about it. This is living in my Neon Cats project bag. And here is where I'm at. This is the Rebel 2 shawl. Oh my god. Can I like do this, right? How about like this? What if I do this? This is my Rebel 2 shawl. This is a brioche pattern by Leslie Ann Robinson. And down on the bottom, you'll see my little Sugar Tots Narwhal. I love her. And this is a 2-color brioche shawl. And I am using my hand-dyed yarn company, which is Moonstone Dye Works, in my merino singles base. And the colorway is F Me Pumps. And I really like this colorway. It was kind of experimental, so I don't know if I'll be able to recreate it, but a few people got it. It's kind of a grayish pink with black speckles. I love it. And then the contrast color, which you can see more on the contrast side, is Goth Day Cake by Volan Vine Yarns. And that's what she looks like. And this is a really beautiful deep gray with teal and pink speckles, and I love it. So that's my color combo for this shawl. I'm super excited about it. And so this is a big crescent shaped shawl, and it's got these cool little details, these little leaf things, and those are fun to do, but I keep messing them up. I think I finally got to the point where I'm not going to mess up anymore, but especially after putting this shawl down for a few weeks and then picking it back up, I got onto one of these little bobbles, and I like totally, like, here's the one I messed up. That's like totally messed up. See, they're supposed to look like that, and that one looks like that. So I pretty much didn't increase enough on this one, so I fudged it and increased down here instead so that I wouldn't lose stitch count accuracy. That's so janky, I know. Whatever. So I am really enjoying working on this again. This is just brioche for days, and I love it. It's so much fun. And it's brioche in singles yarn, which is like my favorite. I'm trying to think if I've done brioche in applied yarn before. What was my first brioche thing? Yeah, I have. It was the... Okay, so this is my third brioche thing. My second brioche thing was the Oracle shawl. My first brioche thing was the Exploration Station, which I also did in my hand-dyed yarn, but I did it in the merino fingering and or the Stellina sock. So I did two different colors, but they were plied yarns. And I like singles yarns so much for brioche. It is just so squishy. So I am knitting this on a size 5 needle. I believe I went up a size. I think the pattern may call for a size 4, but I went up to a 5. I think 5 is really nice for fingering weight brioche, for me, for my gauge. And I've just been working away on this. I love it. So that is my entry into my Brioche Knit Along. That one's totally not going to be done in time, but I got one done. My last project that I've been working on knitting wise is my Nianin top tee, my Nianin tee. And this is living in a shopping bag that came from my local fabric store, Fabric Imitations. And this is a linen top pattern designed by Cecily Glowick McDonald. And I have made some pretty good progress on this. Here it is. And right here is where I separated for the sleeves or the armholes. There's not really sleeves on it. So I have knit that much. This is about 6, maybe 6.5 inches, and I have to knit to 7 inches before I start the next step. So I'm almost ready to move on. This is 100% linen yarn by Chewy. It's in the Fjord colorway. It's fingering weight chain plied linen. And here is the cake that I have got left. This is the last cake that I've got from the last skein, and I haven't broken into this one yet. The one that I'm working on right now is still a wee little ball of linen. And I'm getting pretty dang close. I feel like I'm getting pretty far on this thing. It goes pretty quick. It's on a size 3 needle fingering weight linen yarn, and it's going pretty fast for an all over lace pattern. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to have it done. I really like this all over lace pattern. It's lace knitting on the front, and then on the back it's just knits and purls. So it's not, what's the difference? It's not true knitted lace, it's lace knitting, I think. There's like a difference between the two. And I think this is lace knitting. Anyway. These are also on my Hiya Hiyas from my interchangeable set. I have got a Hiya Hiya regulars, not Hiya Hiya sharps, interchangeable set. And I use them for everything because I love them a lot. They're my favorites. I really want to try Chiagu needles. I've never tried those, but I've heard a lot of great things about them. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get some Chiagus. So this thing is long. It's going to be, hopefully, if all goes the way it goes in my mind, I think it's going to hit just like mid-butt length, you know? I think that's how long I want it, and I think that's what it's going to be. This is a top that I started, as I've talked about before, a long time ago. I think in 2015 is what it was. And then put down for a long time because I had messed up. I picked it up again this last month sometime, and I've been working on it. Pretty much I think I've gotten about this much done on it since I picked it back up. And I'm super excited about it. I love picking up really old UFOs because it's like I've got almost a whole top and I've hardly done any knitting on it. It's awesome. So that's the Nianin tee by Cecily Glowick McDonald. I think it might be a quince pattern. I love it. I can't wait until it's done. It's going to be awesome to wear. It's deep teal, which is one of my favorite colors to knit garments out of, apparently, because I've got a lot of them. That's all my knitting. That top, by the way, is being knit for a couple of cows that I am, in theory, taking part in. The Some Like It Hot cow is a summer knit-along in the Happy Knits podcast group, and that one ends pretty soon, and that's where you can knit anything that has to do with summer. So check that one out if you're interested in that. That's for the Happy Knits podcast, which I love. And then also for the Summer Garment Cow, which is being held in the Yarn to Table podcast group and the Dunkelgrün podcast group, and that's where you can knit summer garments. So check that out too if you're interested. Those are also 2 awesome, awesome podcasts that I super love. So check those out. Summer is happening, and I feel like before I know it, it's going to be over, which is sad. But it's okay, because fall's next. And who doesn't love fall, right? I have been doing a little bit of spinning because I got my brand new spindle in the mail from Liz. Thank you, Liz, from Colorful Eclectic. So, I have got... Ooh, do I have the tag for it? Poop. What do I do with it? Dang it. Did I throw it away? I didn't throw it away. Dang it. So lame. Oh, no, that's not it. I lost it. Okay, so, like I said, Liz had sent me 2 drop spindles, one to keep and one to give away, and this is the one that I kept for myself. This one is made out of mahogany, pink, liptis, and birch. And just like the other one, it's freaking gorgeous and I love it. And this is what I've spun on it so far. And this is the fiber that she sent me. And this is organic Polworth in the Firefly Night colorway. And there's the tag for that. I love Polworth. It's a sheep breed that I super duper love spinning and knitting with. And this is the braid. It is so pretty. It's got deep navy blues and white and fluorescent green in it. And it's just so gorgeous. I love it. It's been really nice and easy to spin too. What I've done so far is just kind of ripped little pieces off. This is the first piece that I ripped off. And then I took it and split it in half. So I spun one half, this is the other half. And it's just spinning up really beautifully. I love this spindle. If you guys remember a few episodes ago, I was talking about how I've got my drop spindle, which is pretty clunky and big. And this one's really nice and light, and it spins fast and long, and I love it. It's such a big difference than the spindle I was spinning on before. And I really like the hook that she's got on here. It's shaped in such a way where you can hook your fiber on it from any spot in the spindle and it'll work. It's so awesome. I love it. So I've been having a lot of fun with this. Thank you again so much, Liz, for sending this my way. I love it. And her fiber is beautiful. I didn't see any fiber in her shop right now, just yarn. But do check out her shop. This is really lovely. And the yarn she has in her shop right now is gorgeous. So look at that. So I'm back to drop spindling, which I love. It is so much fun. It's addicting is what it is. You just can't stop. So there's my spinning for the week. And that is all of my crafting. I've been really loving my projects this week. I love that top that I'm working on. I'm so excited to get back to my shawl. And I have so many shawls lined up. It's nuts. I really want to get through this one so I can cast some more on. Oh my goodness. There's so many good shawls out there, you guys. So many. And so many good tops. So now I just... I saw on Kilted Craft's Instagram feed that she is going to be joining the knit-along for the Sunset Highway top that I showed last week that I want to knit. And she showed the yarn that she's going to use for that and said that there's a knit-along for it. And now I really, really, really want to make it. I really think that's going to be my next garment cast on. I just have to figure out what I'm going to use. I wish I was like her and I just had all my yarn just like laid out like that, ready to go. I hate decisions. I really hate deciding on what yarn to use. I'm like really bad at it. That sounds pretty weird because that's like half the fun, right? Is picking your yarn. I get like decision paralysis. Anyway, on to my favorites. So for my favorites this week, I wanted to talk about a couple of Spanish language knitting podcasts that are out there and that I really like. I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. I have a really deep affection and love and attraction to the Spanish language, though, because my heritage is Mexican. My mom is half Mexican. So I'm a quarter Mexican. And it was her family that I grew up with. So I pretty much grew up in a Mexican household. Unfortunately, though, all of my Spanish-speaking family members, none of them taught me to speak Spanish. Or all of my generation didn't get taught Spanish, which I think is really unfortunate. And I think it's kind of lame, honestly, family. So I am second generation in this country. My family, my grandmother came over from Mexico, and I have a very strong, very fierce pride for my heritage. And I love these Spanish language knitting podcasts so much. Like I said, I think it's really unfortunate that I was not taught the Spanish language growing up. And at this point, it's my own fault because I could learn Spanish. I just don't because I'm super lazy. I've actually tried. I've tried a lot to teach myself Spanish. I've gotten the Rosetta Stone and all kinds of other computer language learning programs. Do you remember, what was it called? Fuzzy? Something. There was this like cartoon language learning VHS cassette tape program that there were commercials for when I was a little kid, and I bought the Spanish language one, and I still had it up until I was like 25, and I finally got rid of it because I couldn't do it. But I'm the type of person who like needs a classroom setting to learn a language. I do well learning the grammar and sentence structure of a language, and also memorizing words and phrases rather than just like memorizing words and phrases and going from there. But I haven't taken any Spanish classes. I never took language classes in high school. And when I was in college, I for some reason took German, which was awesome. And I love that I know a little bit of German now, but it's completely irrelevant to me because I don't have any connection to anything German. And I do have a lot of connection to things Spanish and Mexican. But I think I was being rebellious by choosing German instead of Spanish to learn in college. But anyway, I really love the Spanish language is what I'm trying to say. And I really love these two knitting podcasts that I know of that put out their episodes in Spanish. So the first one, and what got me thinking about this in general, is Chewy Nips, which is put out by Connie. And she started Chewy Nips a long time ago, and doesn't have that many episodes. She hasn't put out an episode for a few months, and she finally put out another episode, I think a couple weeks ago, and I was so excited. So excited. And she's got a co-host now who is Marcella, who's awesome. She's a pattern designer, and she's amazing. And they record their episodes twice, once in English and once in Spanish. And I think that is so freaking cool and pretty impressive. I can't imagine doing that, recording a whole episode twice in two different languages. I think it's awesome. So they have a Spanish language knitting podcast of their English version, a Spanish version of their English one. And I think that's awesome. And then there's also another one that I've been watching for a while called Las Knitting Amigas, and that is with Joji and Vero, Joji Locatelli, the pattern designer. And that's an awesome one. That one's all in Spanish. And I do watch it, and I don't understand what they're saying, but I love it because it's a beautiful sounding language. And they show amazing stuff. And Joji is in Argentina, and Vero is in Uruguay. And, the Spanish language has so many different dialects because there are so many Spanish-speaking countries. From Mexico to South America to Spain, it's all over the place, and I just love it. I love the language, and I love listening to it. So that's another one that I watch and I love, even though I can't understand what they're saying. You get the gist of it. I mean, right? So I just thought I'd share those two podcasts. Chewy Nips is awesome. She's been around for a while, and she just doesn't put out that many episodes. But I'm hoping they're going to be recording more regularly now, so we'll see. And you can watch her in English or in Spanish. So if there are any Spanish-speaking viewers of my podcast, which I hope there are, check those out. That's Chewy Nips and Las Knitting Amigas. And I will link to both of those in the show notes. And yeah, that's it. Check them out if you're interested. I am done now because I'm so good at editing this podcast, as you know. It is the end of July, and that means my husband's birthday is coming up, which I'm so excited about. It also means we're getting into August, which here on the Northern California coast is like kind of peak summer season, and I'm super excited about it. And I hope you all are having a really great week and weekend, if that's when you're watching. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Join the Ravelry group. Join the Brioche Middle Log. Use the hashtag on Instagram, BriocheAlong2017. Enter the giveaway. Go check out the Ravelry group if you want to win a spindle and some beautiful fiber. Enter that giveaway. I'm super excited about it. Have a great week. Stay awesome and have fun. Bye, guys.